Oh my god. Mr. Slenderman, please. Please don't fuck my asshole.
Slenderman, please, my limbs are so weak and pliable.
I can't resist you when you force yourself onto me.
I sure hope there's no Slenderman out here to just pound my little boy pussy over and over again.
Oh, it's so tender. So tender and juicy, my little asshole. Please, Slenderman. Please leave my asshole be.
Boy, the only thing that could really contend with my genitals and soft boy pussy out here right now would be some kind of Slenderman.
I hope no sort of skinny fellow rolls up here anticipated some sort of moist, succulent asshole. Because I certainly don't have one to give. I don't know if it could take much more of a beating.
It sure would be unfortunate if some super skinny paranormal entity were to roll up right now, because I would be just the meal he would be searching for.
Oh, if there was some sort of homosexual, some sort of long homosexual gentleman who was looking to enjoy him some tasty white meat.
My mama always told me, girl, if there's one thing you do in life, make sure you do not satisfy the sexual appetites of a something awful forum created paranormal entity.
Circa 2011, fucking. You're gonna go far in this world so long as you don't succumb to a literal joke. That was.
I don't know. Slenderman even scary.
Slenderman was pretty scary at the time. Hopefully this thing's picking up. Slenderman was pretty scary in 2010 or 2011.
What about instead of marble hornets, it's
you can do it, dude.
Boy ass hornets. And
jeez.
And it's like found footage, and it's a guy running up to like holding his little camera, running up to the door, and then he points it out, and there's a little boy showing his ass outside the door, and the audio is silent. It's very scary.
I don't know a ton about little boys' assholes, but I'd say that's a stretch.
Hey. It's another camping arc, folks. We're back.
We're in the woods.
You thought it was over, but nope.
This is one of the ones where like
Camping
nobody gets
Arc
laid.
3 or
yeah,
one of the ones.
This is pure filler. No sort of progression really.
Yeah.
I guess we did watch a thing. We finished a thing.
We needed to follow through on that one we did. That maybe someone cared about. I don't know. By the way, important reminder. I stopped paying the Podbean account. If you're still listening to this on some kind of old podcast feed, on one of those 3 Aweebos feeds, that's going away very soon. We're getting a new one. So, just PSA, you need to find the new shit, or you're gonna stop hearing us forever.
It's pretty hard to find us on YouTube, I know, but like, there
are an unsurprising amount of schizophrenics who have spelled gang stalking genuinely incorrectly.
Yeah.
But if you search podcast, you include anime, You'll figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta really put all the seasonings in there, otherwise you're turning up nothing but duds. But you gotta get the right spices going in that search bar, and then.
I mean, to be honest, like the schizo content is probably better than ours. Like I could listen to those people talk about whatever the fuck they're seeing all day.
It's good to fall asleep to.
It's pretty good. But it's been a while since we've been in the woods, so we figured we'd record one. I'm singeing my leg hairs off, and I'm so close to tipping my chair over again.
You knocked
knocking
everything
this
over.
table
you
over.
Spilled beer onto the recorder. Who even knows if the damn thing's gonna work?
It's fine. It's a little sticky. There's a little bit of beer dripping off the...
That thing's always been a little sticky. That's just how the Zooms be.
Yeah.
I just can't believe this is all of the beer I've consumed from this fucking 6-pack. I put a beer from the 6-pack into my cooler, and it self-destructed upon me putting it in there.
Too good cooler.
And so I'm like, well, fuck, I have 5 beers now. And then you just tipped half one over, so sitting on a solid 4.5 beers.
Yeah.
But your cooking made up for it. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, we made some beef. I fell into a pond. Let's just get this out of the way. You know.
He's a wet boy.
Not anymore. My clothes are all wet. Yeah, you know, tipping over a canoe is always something that you think happens to other people. Mostly in sitcoms.
It's really good when the dopey dad character does it.
That's good. I like it when that happens, when it's not me and when it's fictional.
Yeah, and someone's getting paid to tip it over.
Yeah, when it's like planned and someone says, hey, we will pay you money to tip the fake canoe over in the fake reality. But in this one, it was real, and all my clothes got very, very wet.
It seems like it took a toll on you.
I don't know if I'll ever be the same.
I see your ass. That canoe's never tipped over in front of me. I've been looking at that canoe for
I've never seen a canoe tip over. No, it's like
quarter of a century. And,
I felt like I wasn't being very dramatic with my movements. I don't take responsibility for this. I don't feel like...
Let's chalk it up to the water level being kind of high.
That doesn't make any sense. The canoe...
I'm looking for anything.
The canoe is at the same level no matter what the water... Like, if the water was 100 feet higher...
I'm just trying to help you out.
It's like...
We're talking to people who've never seen a canoe in their lives.
But that's fucking like saying, oh, I crashed my car if only... the altitude were high. Like, fucking, what are you talking about?
I'm trying to help you out.
It's not helping. Right. That's nonsense.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, I fucked up. I was excited about fish. It was getting to be twilight, and I was catching all these fish.
Little fish, very small.
Well, they were pretty. They were only like a couple feet, I guess. But I was catching fish all day, basically, and I was the only one catching fish.
Yes.
And
first factual thing you said.
You know, New York State requires them to be like 36, 48 inches, something like that. And so I had to keep like hauling them all back into the lake that we were fishing in. And I was so excited that, I don't know, I just tipped over the canoe. Boy, that...
Well, what it was such a big fish that it drug you down.
Right, yeah, all 3 barrels. It's been a while since... Like, I don't know if in my adult life I've really had a moment that is going to be burned into my memory forever, but the second of going into that pond was like a real hyper reality. It was a bro moment.
You came in touch with your own. Fuck! I'm so drunk.
That's the other thing to get out of the way is that we've been drinking since 1 p.m. I got here at 1:30. Okay, so yeah, and I was planning this the entire way. I was like, it's gonna be so awesome. I get there, I don't say a word. I bust open the cooler and I break open 2 40-ounce malt liquors, which I did. 2 Old Englishes.
It worked too well.
It worked way too well, and we've been drinking ever since.
Yeah, we've.
What a nightmare!
I've been drunk for like 4 hours. I
can't lean over in this chair.
Capital D
but
drunk.
I am gonna bust open this.
Shout out to Evan Williams. Evan Williams, 1783 Kentucky bourbon.
That is good bourbon.
Really fucking good bourbon.
Surprisingly good. Yeah. And we've just been fishing and shooting guns since then.
Yeah, that's about right.
So that's what we've been up to on the camping arc. Probably the best camping arc so far. The other ones we were miserable, I think.
I'm so full.
All that meat got me. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be bound up. This isn't good.
I mean, I'm sitting on a good pound of meat here.
Yeah, easily.
It's a lot.
Yeah, with lunch and yeah, you're right.
Lunch was. I mean, you rolled up and immediately cooked up some delicious steak, strip steak. And,
We still got more of that strip steak.
oh God, it was so good. Oh, been drinking some delicious Jenny Light, Genesee Light.
I have regular Genesee.
If there was a folding table, I'd jump through it. But alas,
Oh well.
nothing but well put together wooden tables. I yesterday. You're pointing a light in my face.
Sorry.
Yesterday I didn't sleep until I got to this cabin. So I left my domain at around, oh geez, at around like 5 in the morning. I got picked up to go to the airport.
Ugh.
And I had not slept. And instead of sleeping, what I opted to do was I watched an anime film called Your Name. Apparently it's a big deal.
It was in fucking 2016, whatever.
People thought it was a big deal. People saw it in
You
droves.
boomer. I just saw the Shawshank Redemption. Let's talk about that. He stands in the rain. It's so cool how he stands in the fucking rain.
It's the most...
Have you seen the scene where he crawls out of... He walked through...
Are you telling me he crawled through a river of shit?
He crawled through 9 miles of shit. And I'm Black Morgan Freeman. I don't give a damn. Rudy
Poo, candy ass shitting dick motherfucker.
Rudy Rudenson crawled through 8 miles, 8 mile of shit through Detroit to reach that rain, and then
he scuba dived into a tank of poopy poop, and just really had to.
He did it like a bitch, I tell you.
He took that shit. He drank it all up.
He like a whore.
I watched Your Name. I had seen his other works. I thought they were good. I thought 5 centimeters per second was really amazing. And then I watched Garden of Words and thought he was kind of a one-trick pony. This is Makoto Shinkai, for those who aren't aware.
Makoto Shinkai.
And I was kind of a little frightened that he might not exactly have that much content and that he might just be all style. And then I saw Your Name, and it makes complete sense why that's the highest grossing anime film of all time, because it's a beautiful blockbuster. It's I thought it was a masterwork of popular film.
Damn movie.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty damn awesome.
It's good. I don't know. Yeah. No, there's no analysis I have for that movie, because it is what it is. It is.
You've seen it at this
what
point.
It is.
If you're ever gonna watch it, you've probably seen it. I'm probably the last person.
And if you haven't seen it, you could probably guess.
Yeah.
Really?
There's been horrible, blatant rip-offs of it ever since.
Really?
One horrible, blatant rip-off, but
what's that? Oh, I mean, sort of fucking what'd we see?
I don't remember the name of it.
Fireworks.
Hanabi. Not really though. That's a stretch. People like to say that that's a rip-off, but I don't know.
Do they? Or did we just maybe?
No, I've heard it.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it, but
maybe some influence there.
Yeah, I thought it was really damn good. It made me super nostalgic for Japan, because it's a lot of like taking trains to the middle of fucking nowhere in Japan.
And drinking girl spit.
Oh
God, I want to drink some fucking.
I want to drink some
girl spit.
Sake made from girl spit. The little sister in that movie.
The older, the better.
The little sister in that movie has a great idea, which is, hey, how about we just whore out our spit? We'll sell a whole bunch of our spit juice, and people will buy it because they're sick perverts. And they're right. They're right. It would work. If a bunch of like high school girls in Japan started selling their spit sake, everybody would buy it.
It wouldn't even need to be sake, really. I mean, like, yeah, I would just kind of go for that. If there weren't a chance, like, customs would find it and, like, put me on some kind of list, I would import some girl spit.
Look, man, you're already on every list that just shy of getting picked up on the street.
Wait, how old's the little sister? Do you have to wait for the spit to turn 18?
Ooh, our little sister's, she's young.
Oh, no.
She, at the end of the movie, which is a time skip, she's still in high school, so looking not great. But I'm sure it's allowable.
Yeah, I mean, high school, that could be 17. That's AOC in some places. I've heard
Ocasio-Cortez?
Someone else told me that.
Is it socialist?
I didn't know that about I don't know the age of consent in anywhere. I don't even know what they are. I just intuitively know what's good and what's not because I'm a good person.
I say nursing home or go home. That's what I say. I gotta scoop them up as they're trying to escape from their horrible nursing home lives.
That's how good of a person I am. Is that I sneak into the nursing home at night and I have sex.
Well, you're no ageist
with the old people. Yeah, I can't even tell what age they are. I go into the nursing home, and maybe they're 20, maybe they're 90. Either way, they're really, really flappy folds or caressing my member for hours every night.
That being said, they're really cold. From my experience,
every once in a while you get a really cold one, and then an ambulance shows up in the morning. I don't know what that's about.
Is that what they say when they crack open a cold one with the boys?
I'm cracking open a cold one for myself. I treat myself.
Yeah, you
gotta treat yourself every once in a while.
This went from praising your name to
necrophilia really fast. We need more wood on this.
Yeah, I was thinking that. It's getting a little
I'll
chilly.
keep him busy. Get him.
This thing's recording, right? Hello?
No, you're looking at it.
No? I think it's recording. I mean, it's definitely recording.
Okay.
It's just a matter of...
It's just a matter of if it's recording. If I shift about a millimeter to the left, I'm just going to tip over. Like a big, dumb, fucking...
I hope I don't knock over this canoe. Oh,
no! The instant regret. Unparalleled.
What a mistake.
Yeah, we're trying to dry out my clothes. I think it's not happening. Ethan's confident, but
I'm pretty confident.
I don't know, man. Okay, yeah, we need to finish talking about Kizumonogatari.
Yeah.
Because we left you all hanging with parts 1 and 2, and that's not fair. We got to do all 3.
Yeah.
So we both watched part 3 late last night. Apparently, basically at the same time. I was done around 2 a.m.
About right. About right for me as well.
Nice. I liked it better than the other 2 parts, actually.
Oh. This is when I felt like I truly understood the Monogatari series. Like this seemed to be like if I had guessed like what a Monogatari film would be, this is what I thought it would be, which is like the first thing I remember in the movie is the main character whose name is Araragi.
Yes.
He's like, I gotta grow boobies so I can fight because he doesn't want to be distracted. He has to fight with a kill shot.
Kiss shots. I always say areola. It's not areola.
Yeah, but
grow up,
should be areola.
Okay? Grow up. Barcelona.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Underblade.
They gotta fight her because she's evil, because she wants to eat people, because she's hungry.
That was okay.
What an idiot!
I have nothing but praise. My one, except for the one, I have the one. You didn't realize for 2 movies that vampires eat people.
What the fuck? That's like rule 1.
That's the only thing that distinguishes them from humans.
Shit, that's the only conflict in vampire fiction.
That's the whole thing.
If you read Twilight, it's like, oh man, our gotta eat humans. And he's like, no, don't eat the humans.
It's like he just didn't think about it.
But that's all vampires are.
For weeks.
Look, vampire fiction has been nothing but that for 50 years. Like, you think he would have at least understood that much.
Yeah, I guess he just thought she was so nice that it's fine.
No, but she eats people.
Yeah.
Because she gotta live. And, that's
it's
the
a whole ass dude. Yeah.
One of the dudes that he fought in the last movie. Guillotine, Mr. Guillotine Cutter.
Oh, yeah, that was what I was wondering watching those first two, was like, why are the vampire hunters the bad guys? And it turns out it's just because he doesn't know that vampires are bad. Because he's a fucking dumbass.
Well, like, first of all, he's willing... He threw himself into this kind of on a whim, really. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I would be willing to die for this person who is also a vampire.
Because, it's interesting because, he just helps her out because she's weak, and it's sort of this selfish action of just, helping someone just for no reason other than you feel, like maybe he feels some sense of power to helping the helpless thing or something. It's
when he's willing to die, like I don't really know if that's the case.
But it's paralleled because when you get to the main show, Bakemonogatari and subsequent series, the main girl, Senjo Gahara, she full-on admits that she only likes him because, wait. Oh god, it's been a while. Hold on. Let me think this through.
I believe in you.
Basically, it's the same thing happens with someone else. He helps some... She says she would have fallen in love with anyone who would helped her. So it's like he does this. He ends up doing the same thing for someone else that she did.
Is he on the receiving end of what he did? Where somebody helps him?
Oh no, he helps her too.
Okay.
Okay, so he does it again, basically. He does it a second time.
Okay. So he's got to fight.
That fight's real fucking good. You gotta admit.
It's wild. It's awesome.
This shit happening during that fight's so awesome.
I've never seen something so inventive as far as like blood sport, where because they're infinitely regenerating, they're in a situation where you can punch each other's head off over and over and over again. It's awesome.
And there's dozens of heads flying everywhere. It's great.
It's a unique take on that kind of thing. I've never seen anything like that.
When he bites her and he's like a little baby.
Yes.
And he grows into... He's
just got the head and so he bites her when he's just a head with like you can see his spinal column or whatever, and he grows a baby body into a full body. Yeah, they do some pretty amazing stuff with that. But yeah, that's basically conflict, is then him realizing that she's a monster, and the last
man versus baby man.
I would say
that's the conflict.
20 minutes of the movie is him fighting her.
It's not that long. It's like 5 minutes tops, man.
Does it? I mean, the rest of it is just him, like, in giant spaces, and they're talking about maybe doing that. He gropes boobies at one point.
No, he doesn't.
Or he's like, I should, but then he can't bring himself to. And then he's ashamed for it.
Araragi, he can switch to perv mode very fast.
That was when I'm like, this is what I thought Monogatari was, where he's like, you have to let me grow your boobs so I know how to fight this vampire. And she's like, oh, okay. He's like, you have to tell me to do it,
Yeah, it's almost like he can just kind of switch to whatever the author, whatever Nisio wants to sort of write at the time. So it's like, okay, now he really wants to touch boobs for no reason, even though for the rest of the series he's been very prudish. Now he's all about touching boobs because Nisio wants to write a fucking boob touching scene. What are you doing?
Checking the battery.
Is it okay?
No, it's low.
Okay. Well, we'll make it a quick one, folks. Boobs are nice.
So there's the...
they draw them good?
They're so the homegirl, big booby lady, high school friend girl, she agrees to let him grope her boobs, in order to help the cause. And, she pulls her bra off at one point, and the whole sequence is like, this girl's gonna have serious back problems later in her life. it's gonna be not good for her.
See, this is why you're not hardcore fan enough, because I've seen the animation cells, and in the animation cells they drew the nipples. I've seen them. I've fucking seen them.
Yeah, she's gonna have real problems later in life because those things, like, those gotta be G's.
Yeah, she's anime. She's fine.
They gotta be G's, I think. Like,
they're way bigger than G's. Are you fucking kidding?
They're Q's.
Yeah, they're probably Q's. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, they're like.
There's some weird letter that you don't think about.
Yeah. They're
weird, like M's or
J's.
Yeah.
Fuck! I wish I had a J right now, but yeah.
But
she's got really huge boobs, and they're animated really lovingly, and that whole sequence, I just kind of had my hand on my face, where I'm like, he's not gonna do it. He can't do it. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to do it.
No.
I knew he wasn't real.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
This whole series just makes his rejection of Hanakawa so much more angering. Infuriating.
Brushing his sister's teeth and shit. It's like, you could
brush
your teeth.
He brushes. Yeah. It's fucking. His sister is pretty hot, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched these movies and I'm like, geez. I'm like, I don't know if, I don't really know if the Gatori series is for me. Like, I could kind of understand the appeal, but it seems like one big cock tease the entire time, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of teasing.
He's not gonna really bury his dick at any point.
No, he definitely does not. Ah, there he does, but just in the boring girl.
And nobody understands how vampire rules work.
He walks her home gently. That's this series.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of a loser to me.
This fucking ripped vampire.
Yeah,
with a harem.
Wait. But am I wrong? Like, ripped vampires, we've learned through the Twilight series, doesn't necessarily make you less of a loser.
He has the best life. He's not a loser. That's not how losing works. He doesn't make the most of it. No, he's not an opportunist, but he's not a loser.
Well, look, he's got a great life, but he just doesn't take advantage of it. Any of the benefits it has.
He's anime. Yeah, you're not gonna suck on the titties. I get it.
Oh.
But you go to the army with the war that you.
Oh fuck!
Alright, don't lean over. These chairs are precarious. Okay. So our final verdicts on Kizumonogatari.
I found it. I mean, it was entertaining the entire time. Don't get me wrong.
Is that it's good and it's entertaining the whole time, everybody.
I'm gonna see if I got more fucking batteries in the house.
We're already running out of steam. We can't. Then also, you don't have a house.
Cabin.
Whatever.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Still hiccuping. I can't believe I'm gonna jump in that pond again.
Are you recording?
Yeah. I'm fixing to jump in that pond again.
Oh, Slender Man. For some reason, I want to be Mexican now.
Oh, Mr. Slender Man.
Oh, wait. What would Mexican sound like?
Let me collect all your 8 pages.
I drank a beer between the last and next recording, folks. Sorry.
Hello. My name is Juan. I'm from Mexico City.
Oh
no.
Slender Man.
Are you
Wait,
Russian?
hold on.
Oh, it's Mr. Slender Man.
Hold on, I almost got it. Slender. Wait. Oh,
my name is Slenderman. Or Slenderman.
Slenderman. Oh. Don't touch my pendejos.
Alright, please.
Slenderman.
Hey, get it together. You sound like a drunk ass.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get it together, man. Keep it together. We gotta record a podcast.
Maybe if I drink more, my sinuses will become unplugged.
There we go. You got allergies?
I guess that must be it.
Is that you in there clearing, Mr. Slenderman? I got 6 of your pages. I need to get 2 more, and then we can be together.
Slenderman, he lead me into the woods, And then he fogged my ass.
Slenderman is... The Slenderman is a product of the best desire in the working class.
This cult of the Slenderman, it is pure ideology. I go into the woods, I see the Slenderman, he pulled down my cargo shorts, as you say, yes, and he shock on my penis, yes. He start. But for wait, hold on. He start off shocking, licking the shaft, going from the bottom all the way to the tip. Big Doberman licks, yes.
No. No, Doberman licks, no.
And then he begin the hard shocks.
Oh no.
Using his hand as well, until I come all over the Slenderman. And I think it is terrible.
You know what? I agree with you. Slenderman is ruining the sexual marketplace. All these men expect, hey, I should be able to get my own Slenderman. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn your own Slenderman. No one's gonna give it to you.
All these men, all these young boys want to get sucked off by the Slender Man, but what they're gonna end up doing is taking money from the lender man.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's a big problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. It seems fine now, but a couple years down the line, we're gonna think of the children. It's gonna be a problem for the children. I don't have any problem with you getting sucked off, but then when we have children in the picture, it's bad news.
Sure, you're busting huge loads in Slender Man's mouth every day, every night. Sure. But you're working 14-hour days. You know, you're not coming home until 10 p.m. The children are they're latchkey kids. They're coming home. What are they watching on the YouTube? You know, what are they seeing? What are they seeing on TV? Who's taking care of them in the daycare? You know, these are questions you need to be asking yourself. Meanwhile, you're not asking the questions. You're just busting in Slender Man's throat. And I think that's a big problem we have right now.
You know, my friend showed me something recently. Kizumonogatari. And these girls, they have the boobs. They're off the chizzing. And they're setting unrealistic expectations because men are going to be thinking, oh, I'd love to have some big old honkers like that in my mouth. But they can't get them. Only some men can have those big old honkers. But not every man.
This is how advertising tricks you. It shows you the M-cup anime girls, but it turns out you can't have them.
M-cup. Oh yeah. I feel like I had more to say about your name. Everybody, I mean, the discussion's done. I missed your name. It was 3 years ago. But
yeah, you're done. It's past due, buddy.
I was impressed. I was impressed with your name.
I liked the movie.
It seems like I liked it more than you did.
Maybe. Yeah, I just, yeah, no, there wasn't really any, like, it's like, by the numbers in the best way possible, you know, like, it follows tropes that you've seen in anime.
Of course.
You know, every, big anime that's like, Your Name has pieces of Madoka, it has pieces of Steins Gate that you don't know about, that I won't spoil. It has pieces, you know, the ending is just, it's the butterfly effect. They did it again. Lots of things have done that.
But there's a lot like, you know, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, Shinkai, you sold out. Nice, dude. You did it. You did it, Shinkai. Where it's like, I thought Makoto Shinkai was either like completely unable.
He's colors guy.
I thought he was going to be incapable of making a real piece of media. I thought he was going to be kind of stuck in that niche of like a kind of abstract and really slow-paced kind of art film. And he sold out, and he took his sensibilities and translated them into a piece of media that apparently everybody loves, which is great. And
it is great.
It would be like if David Lynch made Avatar, where it's like, you know,
David Lynch finally got to make Dune. Wait, no, he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
You're thinking of Jodorowsky.
Yeah. If Jodorowsky made it, we'd be like, oh man, wouldn't it be so cool if David Lynch made Dune? And now we're in this reality where it's like, oh.
I was stoked on it.
I haven't seen it.
I liked it when I saw it. Jodorowsky's Dune probably would have been better though.
Jodorowsky.
That movie.
You really liked it.
I'm fucking so drunk. Holy shit. That Holy Mountain. It's a hell of a picture there. El Topo not so much. El Topo's kind of
now that was a movie.
A sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kizumonogatari, specifically this third episode, is like when I really feel like I got an understanding for what the series is. I might be wrong, but I felt like I really got my hands on it.
It's not exactly like the rest of the series, but yeah, you probably have a decent idea.
I don't know. I don't know how you could stretch that into like 18 shows and a whole bunch of.
Oh well, you know how that one girl has problems.
Oh, okay.
What if there were 8 girls that had problems?
Oh, we gotta solve hope.
And there was a cool scammer guy too.
Is he Captain Save-A-Ho?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of arcs where he basically isn't even there.
Oh.
Where it's just other characters interacting. Like there's so many.
That's cool.
The first Bakemonogatari is like crazy to look back on now because like it's this guy and he's half vampire. You don't know how, and he's talking. You know, he encounters this girl who has this problem with this paranormal entity. So he goes to this Oshinomeme guy in this abandoned, destroyed school building, and there's this little lolly there with like a bike helmet who drinks his blood. And she's barely in the series, and they don't explain why she's there or anything.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck are you supposed to watch this show? Like,
yeah,
like that was the thing I got away from. It's like, wait, what? They released all this without this first part?
Exactly, yeah. And there's 3 whole fucking movies making it as dramatic as possible. Her backstory.
Lolly girl, fucking.
Yeah.
Lolly bike helmet.
Yeah. But then it's double weird. Because then Nisei Monogatari comes around, and for no reason, she shows up again, and she's super haughty, talkative again. She literally doesn't have a single line in Bake, but in Nisei she has. There's like an entire episode devoted to her.
Jesus Christ.
Him and her in his, you know how they're like the environments are all like fake. In how big and ornate they are. His bathroom is like a fucking Sistine Chapel where it's all like stained glass and it's like, you know, a football field sized bathroom. And they just bathe together because she hangs out in his shadow. More firewood.
More ragu.
More wood.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Like, I guess people enjoyed it though. But
it's pretty good. There's a tomboy.
Oh, I like those.
There's a really, really horny one. Who else is going on? There's her.
Yeah, there are pieces of media made that, especially in anime, that exist
like
only for people who have already read the book. You know?
Yeah.
Like the movie, the Norwegian Wood adaptation, and then also.
Was there a movie of Norwegian Wood?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I'll give you the full rundown once I get done with these logs.
Finish up with those logs, buddy.
I also have to pee. Good luck editing this one. So yeah, they made a couple of years ago. They made a Norwegian Wood movie, and
what was it like? Is this like some kind of Kickstarter? Like what?
What? No, Japan did it.
Oh.
The Japanese were
like. Oh, I bet it looked like shit then.
It looked okay. It just it's just completely incoherent without having read the book.
Huh.
Like, if you don't know the entire story of Norwegian Wood, it doesn't make any sense. I thought it was pretty bad, honestly.
Was it better or worse than trying to watch Inherent Vice?
Oh, I mean, like,
Trying to watch Inherent Vice after smoking weed.
Inherent Vice is a treat, so, I mean, like, but, yeah, I thought Norwegian Wood was, the movie was pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's also like Golden Compass. Like, Golden Compass, that movie is like, that's, if I hadn't read the books, I would have not understood a fucking thing that happened in that thing. Yeah, they're adapting that again. I love those books when I read them when I was 8, 10 or whatever.
I didn't read those ones.
Yeah, your Christian parents didn't allow you that atheist literature.
No, only Aragon. Fucking waiting 4
Star
years in
Wars.
between books trying to never... I read the first 3, I think, and they sucked.
What will happen to...
The only thing I remember about those books is that he names his sword Brissinger, which is the only good name, so it becomes extra strong. And also, I think 2 elves take their clothes off.
Does he not fuck that one elf, though?
No, he doesn't fuck.
I think he might fuck that elf.
I don't think he fucks.
I think he fucks that elf, dude.
Unless it was a different... I only read the first 2. Like
he's got that brother or half brother who's got the hammer.
What?
He's got a half brother who's part of the revolution who swings a hammer and stuff.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I mean it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Those books are Star Wars.
Everything's fucking Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know what happens in those books.
The Golden Compass books are genuinely brilliant, though. And they're adapting it for HBO, so we'll see how that turns out.
Ooh.
The last season of Game of Thrones was like, they would put ads before everything, and they're like, please, for the love of God, don't cancel HBO after this season's done, please. We're begging you. I
got a letter in the mail from Nielsen.
Oh.
And they gave me $2, and I didn't fill out their survey.
They're paper dollars?
They would have paid. Yeah, they were paper dollars. They would have paid me $5 if I had filled it out, but none of the questions really applied to me because I do not watch television. So I would have been putting like NA for every...
They still would have paid you.
But is it worth $5 to try to figure out, like, wait, what are my favorite shows? What are my favorite shows that I'm watching?
Breaking Bad. Big Bang Theory.
Boogie Pop Phantom, yeah. Because it's all, yeah, we'll just all be anime. I don't want to give them false info. I mean, if I were to give them false info, it would just be like, I hate... Well, no, that would be true. It would just be, I hate all television. Please stop. Chris
Collingsworth can go fuck himself.
Who's that?
He's a sports commentator.
Oh. I'm all about that. What's his name? Who's black sports guy?
Oh.
Stevens.
Stephen Avery.
Yeah.
Not a basketball player. I don't know.
I don't know. The funny guy on Sports Zone.
You're entering the Sports Zone. This week in sports, we got handball.
He's always saying silly stuff. He's going, oh, I don't know.
I don't pay attention to that bullshit.
Steven something. He's funny.
O.J. Simpson's the only sports commentator I care about.
I should unfollow everyone except for O.J. Simpson on Twitter.
You'll be the first one there. Set up notifications so you can know when OJ tweets some shit, and you can ride that tide.
I think OJ has like 2 tweets. The OJ parody account is pretty impressive.
What's going on with that?
It's low-hanging fruit, but
of course,
it's doing better than I would expect an OJ Simpson parody. Like they copied everything to make themselves look exactly like the real O.J. Simpson. Like same banner, almost same handle.
Can't believe I'm gonna go jump in that pond again.
It's nice water.
How long was I in? I must have been in there for 20 seconds when I was in there earlier today, and that was when it was daylight.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Yeah. We set up tents today.
He says, I got a little getting even to do in that video. Have you seen that video?
No, I've heard of it, though. People talk about it. It's like, OJ,
I saw that shit immediately. It's so good. He goes, he's like, this is the only real O.J. Simpson account, the real O.J. 32. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I got a little getting even to do. So, stay tuned.
You know, I feel like if I was his publicist, I'd be like, OJ, no way. We're not going to do it.
Dude, I would have so much fun if I were O.J. Simpson. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not like anybody could think less of you.
Yeah, what the fuck is, what do you got to lose? You know, you got a little getting even to do. You're O.J. Simpson.
Dan Aykroyd was on one of my favorite podcasts recently. Talking about having nothing to lose.
Was he on Gay Talk?
No.
With Gay Gayson?
I don't know what you think I listen to, really, but...
You listen to fuck. God damn.
I don't know what you think I listen to, but...
You listen to Gay Talk with...
I'd tell you if I did, but... I don't.
Hey, welcome to Gay Talk.
Dan Aykroyd is...
Ethan Gay.
I mean, if you thought Dan Aykroyd was crazy... He's unabashedly crazy. He doesn't care.
Did he talk about his vodka?
Constantly. Literally, any opportunity he had to name drop his vodka, he talked about it.
That's a fantastic.
Which I respect.
I'm Dan Aykroyd. Welcome to Gay Vodka.
I would respect the hustle.
I think my dad met Dan Aykroyd once at like a beach in the Florida Keys.
Did he hawk him his wares?
I think he annoyed him. Yeah.
I got to meet the dude from Lightning Bolt. That was cool.
Yeah, you talked to Lightning.
I met the bass player, Brian Gibson, from Lightning Bolt.
One half of Lightning Bolt, the bass player.
Yeah. He was a totally normal dude.
Was he wearing the mask? The gimp?
Yeah, that's the drummer.
The
drummer.
mask?
The drummer wears the mask.
Okay.
It's Brian Chippendale who wears the mask.
It must be tough to drum with a mask.
He likes it.
He loves it.
Apparently. Yeah, I talked to him for a good long, probably for like 20 minutes or so.
Jesus, about what? Being gay? For cock?
Yeah, you're really fucking coming on to me? What's going on here? No, apparently he made a game. Made a game called Thumper.
Yes.
And I asked him about his setup and how he plays bass and everything, and it's interesting.
It was more like Comfort, honestly, because I think it was all about. I think it was
leaning into the gay thing.
A big metaphor for I mean, he's leaning into the gay thing by being gay with you.
In a two-piece band.
Yeah.
You know what?
With another dude.
That's pretty gay. You know those Beatles. Oof, gay
4 of them.
It's just an orgy. All right. we can follow the gay path, I guess. If we want to go down this road, like as far as.
You think the Beatles fucked?
Nah. I don't think so. No. They're too square. They're just like the most square band ever. Anything that they did that was edgy was purely accidental, if you ask me.
Including killing Paul McCartney?
Well, listen, Paul McCartney is still very much alive. If you thought he was anything other than a...
Did I say McCarthy?
If you thought Paul McCartney was anything other than a hack, fraud, con man, you're fooling yourself.
We will build bridges.
Oh my god.
Into the space.
Oh, look, that's been Paul. Paul's been like that
since
is the
our
fucking 60s.
Destiny. What's the name of the Destiny?
Playing this game, Destiny.
I've been playing this game, Destiny. I like it, but the dances aren't really suitable for my. There's only so many emotes.
Where's the Millie Rock?
Do you know what
I'm trying to Millie Rock.
Do you know
floss.
what I mean?
I'm flossing. Yeah, Paul McCartney. It's really like the two lamest Beatles survived. I'm not that I'm a big fan of John Lennon. John Lennon was like an abusive asshole, but like at least he was interesting. Paul is so bland, and Ringo was basically just like a businessman, really. Like Ringo, his entire involvement was that
He's the brains.
No, Ringo was like a cog, and he's like, I'm going to play the drums in the most functional way that's necessary for the Beatles, and he did a great job of it, and really had no sort of creative control in the band whatsoever, and just made music under the Beatles' name with everybody else, and he got out and went and did his own thing, and I respect that. I've grown to respect Ringo. People really don't like him because he just didn't play like super technically or anything, but like, he collected a paycheck.
They can get fucked. Ringo was the only straight Beatle.
You need another beer.
Oh, but it's bedtime.
Yeah, basically. We got people coming tomorrow.
Uh,
They were like, hey, we should do things other than to get ridiculously drunk and shoot guns. And I'm like, what are you idiots?
Cast rods.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck you.
I mean, I've been at like
Cunt.
I've been like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for a solid fucking 6 hours now.
It's been a while.
So like, I mean,
It's gonna be weird to wake up and not be that.
well, let me tell you, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I'll be hungover if I wake up now. So I went back to sleep and slept for another 2 hours.
There you go. Get nice and dehydrated. That'll keep you from getting hungover.
Yeah, there you go.
We didn't bring s'mores.
Yeah, I mean, we're not fucking Girl Scouts. As much as I wish I was.
Uh-oh.
If I was a Girl Scout,
You wish you were fucking a Girl Scout?
well, like, let's say I as a person was 12, and I was a Girl Scout.
That's the flimsiest... That's the oldest trick of the book. If I were 12, I would sure love to fuck 12-year-olds. Like, that's...
Look,
That's hardly even...
I recall
disguise.
my preteen sexual experiences, and if I
Man,
believe me,
you had those, huh?
they're all right, but like, if I were like a preteen girl, and
I would fuck me.
If I was a lesbian,
I would, personally, if I were a preteen girl, I would suck my dick. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't. Because personally, really? If I'm thinking about it objectively, I'm 13, I'm a girl, I'm gonna suck my dick, you know?
So here's the thing. What if we bring 12-year-old girls into the equation? There we go. We free up a whole bunch of young women. We solve the incel problem.
Now we have this pure Dionysian force. The horny 12-year-old girl. You know what I mean?
They're on there reading their vampire fan fiction on the internet. My Immortal and all that.
They're logging into Club Penguin every day, and you want to get your member sucked. You're going to ask them, of course. What are they supposed to do about that?
And you get kicked off Club Penguin. How are these frustrated young men supposed to be picking up the underage girls then, if they're kicked off Club Penguin?
That's the razor's edge, isn't it?
He's strung out. He's been up for 5 days. He's eaten nothing but fucking ribeye for fucking 4 days straight.
He's eating raw ribeye.
He's eating raw meat. He's like, Joe Rogan's like, dude, I think you need to...
Dude, even I think you need to calm down a bit.
Like, look, I'll let my fucking guests run rampant, but you need to chill the fuck out. You clearly are going through a psychedelic experience right now or something. You're saying nonsense. Go in my float tank. I feel... There are other things that you feel elitist about that you have no business feeling elitist about?
Yeah, like music.
Oh, okay.
I don't listen to any music, but I have elitist opinions about music.
Sure,
that I don't listen to.
You can hate Muse and not listen to music.
Yeah, exactly. Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, sure. One of my things I feel elitist about without having any business is float tanks. Because I saw Altered States when I was like 18.
Oh, you mean isolation chambers, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like...
You know the right way to do it.
Take ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're not even in a fucking university setting. What are you doing? Why aren't you turning into an ape? I think Altered States might be the best movie.
It's very good.
It's the best. It's just... It doesn't... It literally, I don't think that movie computes with modern audiences. I think if you showed it to basically anybody who didn't have an interest in the form or wasn't pretty open-minded, they would immediately reject it. Because, like, the main character is this bland, like, kind of scientist dude.
And also the sequences are so cheesy with the weird green screening and fucking...
I love it, though. There's the goat.
There's a goat. There's a lot of Jesus.
Yeah, but, Hell of a picture of that in that altered states. One of my very favorites. I intend to watch it again soon. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
You know, some people have the wherewithal to get sucked off by a 12-year-old girl.
No,
but do you have that? I don't know if you do. I don't know if a lot of people have of that. I think maybe 1 to 5% of the population, me included, of course, have the strength and the mental capacity to get willfully sucked off.
But let's say you're in a parking lot.
A 12-year-old girl.
Let's say you're in a parking lot of a middle school, but then a cop rolls up. You got a serious problem. So,
you need to think of a good excuse real quick. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing. We're not loading our boys up with enough excuses. Most important thing I learned in my youth was how to get out of a police situation.
You know, all this education we have, all these thousands of dollars spent, all these thousands of hours spent in public school, they teach you how to tell the truth. They never teach you how to lie to the cops when you're getting head from a prepubescent girl in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven. You know what I mean?
Real life skills.
I've transitioned to Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with getting sucked off by these girls?
Oh no.
Jerry got a big problem. What is it? What is it, Kramer? I just got sucked off. Oh, well, that's great. What's the problem? No, Jerry. Jerry, this wasn't a good suck. It wasn't a good suck. No, the girl was 12. What?
It wasn't a good suck. Was she bad at it? Did she give bad head?
What? It wasn't good? You didn't finish? No, I finished, Jerry. Okay,
well,
I finished.
What's the problem? Help me out
here. Well, you see
here.
the girl.
Clue me in.
She was my niece, Jerry.
Oh.
My sister's daughter.
I knew the final episode of Seinfeld was controversial. But...
So that's why they all ended up in jail.
Loopers, top 10 facts about Seinfeld that you didn't know.
Did you know? Chills, top 10 Seinfeld episodes. Number one, Kramer gets sucked off by his 12-year-old niece.
She wanted it, Jerry.
A lot of us like getting sucked off, but...
Who's Chill? Who is this?
Have you not seen any clips from Chills?
No.
He's this YouTuber who makes... I think he makes like top 10 lists, but he has a really fucking weird, bizarre way of talking where he puts the wrong intonation on all of his words, and he talks like that.
I haven't seen anything other than...
He's the one who says, number one, Burger King foot lettuce. You know, have you heard that?
No.
Oh, no. Then you wouldn't know him.
I'm deep into a Pokemon autism hole right now.
There you go.
Where it's just like, everything. I know everything now. I mean, I already knew everything, but I know everything more now. Like, I've watched...
You know everything about May?
I mean, of course.
What's her, what are her,
Well, she was born
measurements?
April 14th.
That's not what I care about.
Oh, no.
You know what I care about?
Well, it changes.
You know what I'm here for?
Well, it depends on if you're talking about the games or the
Give me an average.
Oh, man. Well, it's probably averaging around like an A, because she's flat, but...
Nice.
Yeah, just videos of people sweeping entire games with Caterpie and shit like that, and like that kind of bullshit.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's got me bad right now. Yeah.
It's got all of us, man.
Dude, YouTube's got us so bad.
Also, I haven't spoken this much in like 2 months, so my voice is starting to go, I think.
That's understandable. Good luck editing again.
I'm leaving it. It's going up as is, baby.
You hear that bullfrog?
That bullfrog. Yeah, you hear that one bullfrog?
We should record me getting in the water.
Why not?
As long as you don't dump the fucking recorder.
How fucking dumb do you think I am,
Well, you
buddy?
did flip a canoe earlier.
That canoe, you almost flipped that canoe too, by the way.
I haven't flipped
You
a
were
canoe.
just as close as I was to flipping that fucking canoe.
I've been in that canoe since I was 5, and I never flipped the damn thing.
But you came just as close as I did. It's just that I was slightly less lucky.
You were the one who was creating the issue. You're the one
Fuck off.
making the mess there.
Fuck, you know what? Fuck off.
Oh, man.
You know what, bitch?
Gang stalking's done.
Fuck off.
This is an insurmountable rift between us. We can never repair this. This is the feud that ended it. This is our Yoko Ono, is the fucking canoe that you flipped.
I think nature flipped it. I think I happened to be in it, and the canoe was flipped.
Yoko Ono's a totally normal lady, by the way.
Except for the screaming.
That's just her art.
That's not normal, though.
Yeah, but that's like, she's a performance artist.
Well, duh. No shit.
Yeah, but like other than that, like I kind of written her off for the longest time. This is a crazy person. She's a little bit out there, but she's having seen a bunch of interviews with her, she's pretty well put together.
No, I mean there's nothing. It's hard to be weird when you're like 70. You know?
Yeah, you really run out of energy. She really hit a brick wall when she was like 50.
No matter how much LSD you do or how much dolphin noises you make. Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna... You're 70, motherfucker.
Yeah, she turned 30 and she's like, oh, I gotta be a mom now.
Yeah. I'm a mom.
David made me listen to a Yoko Ono album once when we were on a road trip.
Road trip to where?
Colorado.
Was it 7 hours long?
The road trip was about 16 hours long.
But the album...
Oh, we listened to all of 25 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Because, like, it was kind of just pretty conventional, kind of slow pop music for the most part. But then there was a song that was just her going, like, for like 20 minutes.
That's kind of her thing.
Yeah, but, like, the pop music was pretty good. But then when we got there, I was kind of tuned out.
Yeah.
Which I understand.
What was even her I don't even know the lore. I just know that she's blamed for she was...
The Beatles were all...
She was fucking... Paul was fucking her.
No.
No?
John.
That's what I meant.
She ended up marrying John, actually.
Yes, that's what I meant.
John knocked her up, even though he had a child with another woman who was his wife. Divorced his wife and then married Yoko.
Oh.
Then she ended up having a miscarriage. And then they had a child with each other eventually. But
okay, but it was only one Beatle fucked her?
Just John, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the breaking up the Beatles thing is kind of overblown. The Beatles didn't really like each other not that they didn't like each other, because they did. It was just they were done. Like,
yeah,
their unit didn't work anymore. I mean, if you listen to fucking Let It Be, they were so done, and like so many of those recordings are just like, let's get this fucking shit over with, and they recorded a lot of it on the roof of Apple Music, which is their production company or whatever, their studio. But I mean, they made great songs in that period, but they were just done. They wanted to go on and do their own thing. And the only person who made any good music afterwards was George Harrison. So
brutal.
Yeah, I think that's facts, though. It's just me. But yeah, no, Yoko got blamed for it because John was fucking off and like sitting in bed with Yoko for like weeks at a time. Like they were doing this thing called like hair piece, bed piece, world piece, which was they did this performance art thing where they sat in bed for like a month or so. And they let paparazzi come in and take photos of them laying in bed. They didn't leave the bed at all. And people...
You know, he may be called the Slender Man, but he is not too slender to take my big cock
maybe
his
he's,
mouth and throat.
Have you considered that he's too slender because he doesn't desire anything? He'd be hungry and he'd be a large man if he had to work for something.
I take harsh objection to this. I don't know.
He's too autistic to really hold any sort of real like debate, I think. And Jordan Peterson doesn't really doesn't engage for the most part.
Yeah.
I appreciate you going for the bit though. I respect it. Should I get more logs? What are you thinking?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, we're grabbing a log.
This is all beautiful, usable content.
Oh yeah.
Such good comedy.
I'm watching more Sailor Moon.
Yeah, what's going on in Sailor Moon?
Oh, you know, she's...
Sailor Moon update.
Sailor Moon's got a crunch.
Oh, no. Is it on
Tuxedo Mask?
No, it was not a jazz musician.
Oh.
And then
Wait, was he black?
no,
Oh, okay.
Japanese jazz musician. And he was really into this. She was really into this jazz artist, and then she ended up having to solve a problem for him because
Like a math problem?
no, like a moral dilemma. No, there was a.
Oh, Sailor Moon! It's the Slender Man. You gotta suck him off to make him go away, Sailor Moon.
Suck off moon power, activate! Sagi, you need to blow that Slender Man right now before things get out of hand. Oh, but I want to play the Sailor Moon V arcade game.
In the name of the moon, I will suck you.
I'll punish you. Oh, I wish you'd punish me.
Oh, God, I want to get this shit beaten out of me.
Okay, so you know that song 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies?
It's been... Yes.
In that song, they're talking about how Sailor Moon's got the boom anime babes. They make them think the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know how they think it's kind of funny when
the wrong thing, yeah.
when she thinks she's mad, but it's trying hard not to smile, but you feel bad.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, okay. Laugh at a funeral. Can't understand what you mean. You soon will. You know what I'm saying?
He's
He's the kind of guy that wears his mind on his sleeve. But he's got a tendency of taking off his shirt. You know.
They got a tendency to.
Okay, so boom anime babes. He's talking about a 14-year-old girl because every girl in Sailor Moon is 14.
He doesn't know that. Give him a break.
But, okay, so
also look at her. She's 9 feet tall. She's a fucking Clamp character. You know, whatever.
That's true.
She's a 9 foot tall C cup. It's fine.
Look, she's beautiful. I know. I love her.
Look.
No woman could possibly live up to my Sailor Moon expectations. I'm broken, but like
it's always so funny to see people who only care about like canonical age, like trying to police the age of the like not taking like appearance into account at all. And it's just like the Wikipedia page says she's 16. This is fucking disgusting. It's like an
drawing.
It's like a 7 foot tall bombshell with like triple H's. You know, it's like all that would take for you to stop being concerned is for some Japanese guy to be like, "Oh, okay, never mind, she's 18." You know.
I mean, I was just gonna make a joke about 1 week, but yes, it is weird when people.
What was even the? Oh, okay, she's 14.
Talking about the boom anime babes, and she is a boom anime.
He doesn't say what wrong thing he's thinking about.
Oh, he's thinking about like Nazism. He's thinking about like.
He's thinking about the labor theory of value. You know?
He's thinking about the core tenets of National Socialism.
He's thinking about.
Hey, it's any kind of wrong thing.
Phrenology, yeah, any wrong thing.
Yeah, you'd be thinking
Sailor
2
Moon
= 5.
Sailor Moon is a flat earther, and she's making him think the wrong thing.
You know,
so stop it, bare naked ladies, man.
I think you're kind of funny when you're mad. I'm trying hard not to smile, but
it's been.
Oh my god. We should watch that Digimon movie again.
I'd be curious to see the unabridged versions.
I mean, I can't bother. It's 3 movies. Just skip. If you're gonna watch any of them, watch the Our War Game, which is the second film. The first one is just boring as fuck.
How about I just watch Summer Wars again?
Yeah, I did. I saw it in theaters. I cried. It was awesome. It was so good. Yeah.
At the end? There's no sad part of that movie.
I know. It was it was like a happy crying. Okay. Like I'm like, yeah, go. You know, like. I mean, I just seen. So Wolf Children opened up a whole well. You know that once after that point, I started crying for like a couple weeks. Which that even in Wolf Children, it's not a sad cry. It's like a triumphant cry. You know, like.
Oh yeah.
Like the American flag and a bald eagle, and
you have seen Wolf Children.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I saw it in theaters.
I should watch that.
It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
That sounds okay.
Yeah. Yeah, your name.
Like the gotta get about it.
I'm trying to think what anime films I really need to see at this point.
You gotta see.
Shinkai got another movie coming
Wings of Honemaze. What? That's the title.
Wangs of Mayonnaise.
We gotta watch.
I feel like there's some.
Like Metropolis and fucking.
I downloaded Metropolis. I was gonna watch it recently.
Basket Black.
Bible Black.
No, the one about basketball.
Kuroko no Basket?
No, the movie.
Oh, I don't know it.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
She has the big boobs.
No.
Yes, you fucking know. God damn it.
I don't know. Show me photo.
You fucking faggot.
Show me that shit.
What's it called? You know.
I'm a faggot and I'm proud. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yes, you fucking...
I'm gonna watch Metropolis soon, though. I just know it's gonna be a little drier than I'm expecting.
Uh-huh.
But it'll be alright.
Category: basketball and anime and manga. Wikipedia.
Oh, good luck.
Basquash.
Basquash.
You know Basquash.
I heard the name. I have to see it to really know.
We should do a whole arc of only basketball anime.
I'd be fine with that. Let me see Basquash.
It looks like Wakfu. Wait, where's the titty girl? Yeah. You would recognize it from the titty girl.
My frame of reference for anime is like 2013 A. So let's see.
This is a weird screenshot, but
oh, I don't recognize that.
There's like one GIF that you would probably know.
I will watch Metropolis. You seen Belladonna of Sadness?
No.
Oh, okay. It's pretty cool. It's like a 70s prog rock album brought to life, basically.
It's been...
Let me go see if that fire's still going inside. I'll be back.
1 week since you sucked my dick.
Please leave me alone, Mr. Slenderman. You know what I hate?
Oh, what? What were we gonna say?
Oh, no. That darn cancel culture. Oh, jeez. I feel like someday someone's gonna uncover all my Facebook posts circa 2009 and just cancel me.
Now you got this cancel culture. What are they gonna do next? Cancel this underage girl sucking on my dick right in the middle of it?
Well, you got a real problem there, buddy.
Well, now you've got a real problem.
Okay, yeah. I said faggot on Facebook circa 2009. What are you gonna do about it? It's done. I didn't mean it.
I was upset about,
I got fucking...
it was 2007. I was so upset that Kami had died. Spoilers,
I got totally pwned. I got totally pwned in Modern Warfare, okay?
You know, this reminds me of a song I always used to sing. It's been...
Sometimes you're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
It looks at his palm. Call of Duty.
And sometimes you get raped. And you make a bunch of jokes about getting raped on Facebook. Just like that, you're canceled.
They had this joke, Friends and Grenades, that Call of Duty canceled. Made no money since then.
Where you haven't seen a Call of Duty
They
game
had
in a long
an achievement
time?
called Soap on a Rope. I think that might have something to do with rape,
My soap
Still
on a rope,
makes
but they
millions
treat it
of
like
dollars.
soap on a rope because my beats and line lines are so dope.
I'm Mexican now. My name is Jordan B. Peterson, and the B stands for...
Come on, you can do it. Bernardo. Bernard?
What's the... Barbacoa.
Barbacoa.
Jordan
Barbacoa.
Jordan Barbacoa Peterson.
Barbacoa? Look, I know we're having a good laugh here, but the barbacoa is no joke. San Antonio's got the best barbacoa.
I'm gonna set these young men on the right path, or my middle name isn't Barbacoa.
Oh, some people might think, oh, yeah, I could go to Chipotle and get myself some barbacoa. But that ain't it, buddy. You gotta go down there to the border.
Some people think they can just sit around and spend their whole lives not doing anything and they can still get access to delicious caramelized meat. But that's not the point. That's not how it works, buddy. Bucko.
Well, you might as well not even be eating beef cheek then. Beef cheek, that's the man's meat. Takes a lot of work. You gotta steam that thing for 8 hours. A lot of stamina. A lot of stamina required to cook barbacoa.
Low and slow. Just like...
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get that together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realize it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Oh, but now I want to hoodwink to make you stop think. You think you're looking at Aquaman. Some fish to the dish, although I like the shelly Swiss, I like the sushi cause it never hurts to find Dan. I like the salty when I bust rhymes, big like me and mine, because I'm all about value. Pretty candidates got the mad hits, you try to match wits, you try to hook me but a bust through. You make a break and take a pick, I like a sneak and take a shake, I like the middle, it's the finest of the flavors. You see the shoulders and you know the vertigo is gonna go cause it's so dangerous, you like to sign a waiver. I can't help it if I think you're funny when you're mad, trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral, can't understand what I mean when you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me. I still got the rug burns on both my knees. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault that I'm moving too soon. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I sit back and wait till you say you're sorry. Now I sit back and wait till you say you're sorry. I still got the rug burns on both my knees. Have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week. Chicken, China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maze on. I hope the smoking man's in this one like Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like Stingham Tantric. Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gonna get this elevator, comes in right the kind of tiny nuts. So my eyes are always flying up the backswing. Get into the Sailor Moon, 'cause that cartoonist got the boom. And every day just to make you think the wrong thing.
Can't help it if I think you're funny when you're mad. Trying hard not to smile, but I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of losing my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Dropped your arms to the sides and said I'm sorry. 5 days since I laughed at you and said you just did just what I thought you were gonna do. 3 days since the living room. We realized we're both to blame, but what could we do? Yesterday, you just smiled at me, cause it'll still be 2 days till we said we're sorry.